Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Cami and this is Cami's Fluid Energy Healing Arts. Today we are doing an Angelic Light Language Energy Healing Session. If you would like to schedule your own session, you can check out the links below in the description. Let's get started. So we're going to come into center now using the bowl as we always do. We're going to draw 3 deep breaths of white Reiki light coming in through the back of the heart space, filling up through the body, and then I will direct you. First breath. Coming in through the back of the heart space is white Reiki light and filling up through the body. We're going to release this first breath down through our base chakra, connecting us through our Earth Star chakra, deeply into Mama Gaia now. Second breath, coming in through the back of the heart space and filling up through the body. We're going to release this breath through our crown chakra, connecting us through our higher self to Creator Source now. Last breath, coming in through the back of the heart space is white Reiki light and filling up through the body. We're going to release this breath to each other in a golden figure 8, connecting our energy for this session now. So at this time we're going to activate our interdimensional healing space. We're going to begin by pulling white light up through the base chakra, coming straight up through the central column and raining out through the soul star, creating a sphere around us of white protective earth energy. Okay? So drawing white energy up through the base chakra, going up through the central column, out through the soul star chakra, and creating a beautiful white sphere of energy around us now. Calling to the golden light of Lyra now, coming down through the central column, and as it comes down through the central column and passes out, connects with the ley lines, and as it does that, it allows this beautiful golden flaming sphere to come up around us, anchoring us in our ancient wisdom. Calling now to the deep magenta light of Andromeda, coming down through the central column, interacting with the ley lines and creating a beautiful magenta sphere around the golden sphere, which creates this beautiful rose gold effect. And this anchors us into our cosmic love. Calling now to the beautiful blue light of the Pleiades, coming down through the central column and interacting with the ley lines, and creating a beautiful blue crystalline sphere, anchoring us in our creativity, beauty, and joy, and fully activating our interdimensional healing space now. So I'm getting a lot of activation in through the throat chakra right now. So what I'm seeing is a blue, like a very thick collar. So what it feels like is like a dense foam material, but it's a really thick collar, so kind of muting your voice. Preventing the projection. And so with that, I'm getting some kind of pressure going up the back of the head and kind of affecting the third eye space. So this particular, I want to call it a blockage. It's more like a device to be removed. But it's creating a certain amount of tightness and pressure, which is creating that feeling like pressure in the head. So what I'm seeing is this really beautiful blue diamond shape in front of me. And so it's presenting in a three-dimensional geometric form, but it's this really beautiful blue crystal diamond shape. And it's come down in front of your mouth, and it's acting as like a microphone. So as you express your voice through this microphone, it kind of bypasses this restrictive device. And as you express your voice through this beautiful blue crystal, it amplifies, and as it does so, it just begins dissolving this device that's around the throat, this thing that was meant to keep you quiet. And so as I can visually see you speaking into this crystal, I can feel this just releasing and just dissolving and going away, and that whole pressure in the head has released, and I can feel the energy just going down the spine and back up, flowing freely. So what I'm seeing now is I'm seeing you standing there, and this beautiful blue crystal in front of you, and it almost looks like it has like a light stand to the ground, so it's really become a microphone for you. But beside you, I'm seeing two light bodies that are presenting, and they're beside but behind you. And one is presenting as a very feminine energy, and the other is presenting as a very masculine energy. And so these energies are feeling parental in nature. So they could be parents or grandparents, people that were responsible for your upbringing. And sometimes these are a combination of souls that are representing as like one feminine being or one masculine being. But they definitely had a heavy influence on your upbringing. And so as we begin talking about that, I'm having a lot of activation in through the ears right now. So there's a purification process that's happening. I can see literal white light coming out of your ears. It's like it's emanating from the ears and kind of beaming outward. And so this process is just continuing. So this process is going to increase your auditory perception. So if your normal channeling is visual or what have you, you're going to have a lot of auditory information coming in now, because we're clearing some outdated caches of information. They were injected into you through your hearing sense. And okay, so what I'm being shown is kind of like a little movie of you as a child. And so as you were hearing some of these things that were being said about you, to you, around you, I begin to see this kind of almost like a shadow figure manifesting in front of you, and this is your ego. And so it manifested largely in this sense of hearing. So this is basically where it was born. And so over time, what I'm hearing is that your ego kind of, do you ever see the monkeys that cover their eyes and they cover their ears and they cover their mouth? So what I'm seeing is your ego is that one covering the ears to kind of protect you from things that were coming in at you, but it also limited your ability to be able to hear some things clearly that were necessary. So we came through this filter. So the things that you're supposed to hear were coming through a filter created by the ego that was set up to protect you. So essentially what it was doing was protecting you from hearing these things that would cause this sense of rejection within you. And so the ego is trying to protect you from that. But in the effort to protect, it was also filtering out things that you needed. So at this time, with this white light just kind of coming out of your ears, what it's doing is it's dissolving all of that filter. So you're going to be receiving some of these things that were filtered before are going to come back to you now with like stark clarity. These are things that you need in this now. So you're going to be hearing things that are going to guide you forward from this point. And my understanding is I'm seeing this kind of beautiful bird shape above your head, which is going to increase your perspective. So as you're hearing these things anew, it's going to feel like they're new, but they're really not. They're just unfiltered now. But as you hear them, it's going to expand your perspective of yourself and of those around you and of your experiences across this lifetime. And you may even be a witness to some things that were for some past lifetimes. So you may have some quick visuals, or just hear, feel things. Because we would be connected to these things through emotion and feeling. And so as this process continues to clear and heal and clarify, you're going to be able to act in more of a capacity where you can hear and speak, kind of channel messages, because this whole section here, this ears in through the throat, this whole section has been worked on today. And so, interestingly, I'm seeing the light dissipate in the ears, and as that happens, the two beings that were kind of standing behind you are dissipating equally. So they're both just kind of dissipating now. So just kind of continue breathing through this experience. And so now what I'm seeing is a number of guides that are surrounding you. It's like as these other beings kind of dematerialized, your guides have materialized. And I see them as light bodies. They're kind of nondescript, except there's one that is very golden directly behind you and quite tall. And this one has an angelic energy signature. And I'm hearing with you across all time and space. Always. And I'm feeling a great sensation of deep, unconditional, unending, ever-expanding love around you. And so this is presenting through your light body as this beautiful deep pink color. Like you're just lit up with it now. Just breathe in this energy. Allow it to integrate. You are completely loved. You could not hold one more molecule of love within your essence. And with that, the entire space is filled with a beautiful white mist. It's just billowing around and kind of rolling, like almost like we're standing in a cloud that's just active and moving. So just breathe in this divine white energy. Allow it to fill up through every cell of the body now. And just kind of let it exude through every pore, feeling that unity with all that's around you. That you are part of all that is. So one last breath, drawing in this white energy, allowing it to fill up through every cell of the body, and just exude out in unity. So at this time, I'm going to bring the bowl back in. And bring our session to a close. At this time, with all love, gratitude, respect, and appreciation. We say thank you to all of the beings that are present here with us today and provided us with this healing process. We thank you for the continued integration of this work today. And at this time, we would like to close our session and release the lights back to the sky and the light back to the earth. And as we do so, we say, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you, and we thank you. Family, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time here with us today. I truly appreciate your presence and your energy here in this healing session. If you would like to schedule a session, you can check out the links below in the description. If today's message resonated with you, I encourage you to like and subscribe so that you can be notified when our content posts here on YouTube. I also encourage you to join us on Discord and or Patreon. Discord is a private server that we have set up completely free so that you can share your experience in a safe environment instead of publicly here on YouTube. And it's also where we hold all of our live sessions, whether there are individual sessions or whether there are live group sessions that we hold on the second Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. Eastern. I invite you to join us on those group sessions. All you have to do is join Discord, and then you can look up in the top left of your screen and you will see events. I usually set the event about a week before it's ready. Okay? So much love to you, so many blessings. I will see you again soon. Namaste.